Pokemon VGC. I like it. Smiley face. Hey there! If you stumbled on this video without knowing what Pokemon VGC, Video Game Championships, is, let me give you a quick rundown. VGC is the official competitive format used by the Pokemon Company. Players compete in double battles against their opponents, where they bring 4 out of their team of 6 to the fight. Now technically, my first VGC experience was at a regional event in 2010. However, I knew nothing about competitive Pokemon and brought my story team to the event, and quickly got swept by Pokemon such as Kyogre and Ludicolo, which I had no chance against. So yeah, not the greatest start. Fast forward to 2019 release of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Wait, that was almost 5 years ago now? God, that's not as recent as I remember. Anywho, this is what I consider to be my first proper foray into VGC. I started with online events such as the Players' Cup in the pandemic, and I also got the chance to spectate the World Championships in London, which was a wonderful experience. Currently in Scarlet and Violet, I've competed in 3 official Pokemon events, 1 regional event and 2 European International Championships. Now what I really want to talk about is some standout moments from my early games in Sword and Shield. I have a lot of fond memories from this era of VGC, and it kept me playing and eventually led to me competing. So let's start with sharing some of these moments. I guess you could say that Duran made a shocking first impression. Not a great joke. Right, so I think that clip's pretty self-explanatory. KOing a Gigantamax Pokemon turn 1 without using your own was a great feeling. And to follow that up, the Togekiss voicing his turn using Follow Me is the hilarious Cherim on top of this Duran W. But you might be looking at my Duran and Sigilyph lead and wondering what in the world my team was. Now back then, and if I'm honest even right now, I'm not what I call a good team builder. I mean, I tried to make Ice Cube work in a format where Sun and a Dynamax and Charizard was everywhere. Not the brightest idea. Went pretty much as you expected. But luckily for me, with a bit of snooping on the Pokemon VGC subreddit, I found a particularly wonderful team made by user Trickster ESP that mixed Tailwind Hyper Offense, Trick Room, and Gravity Hypnosis into one amazing team. Now this team had everything. It had fun physical sweepers in Hustle Duran and Dracozolt. Either way, they were supported by Gravity and Tailwind setting Sigilyph that followed up with 100% accuracy Hypnosis. But that's not all my Sigilyph can do. It could also support or deny Trick Room depending on if my Pokemon was slower than my opponents. My team also had a slow pulse with Delmise that could fight in Trick Room, but also work in Tailwind with Weakness Policy Steam Engine procced by the Surf from my Delmise. And finally, my team also had a Super Luck Razor Claw Togekiss to redirect attacks with Follow Me and do a lot of damage with high crit rate attacks. For me, the team had a lot of fun moving parts to it, which made it so enjoyable to run, and I used it for every format I played in Sword and Shield outside the restricted format. Now, one of the best parts of the Gravity aspect of my team wasn't that it stopped my Hustle Pokemon from missing and enabled 100% accuracy Hypnosis, but also it allowed ground immune Pokemon to be hit by ground type attacks, which led to scenes such as this one.
Call an ambulance! But not for me! NANI?
Good time! Let us wrestle, little man!
Now I think I have one old clip left worth showing. The Sword and Shield era of VGC had a major focus on your Dynamax Pokemon, and some way people chose to keep them safe was with Ally Switch. Ally Switch was a big part of the Sword and Shield meta. Switching where your opponent's Pokemon were made predicting opponent's moves tricky, however getting it right felt amazing. I will say, having to make constant reads like this when Alice was about really accelerated how good my prediction skills got in Sword and Shield. But yeah, overall this was a fun team with interesting mechanical interactions within the game, and honestly it made me fall in love with Pokemon VGC. Now currently, my best achievement so far in VGC is just about making Day 2 an international event, and then proceeding to lose every single set afterwards. I hope to improve on that in the coming year, and I want to try and qualify for the 2025 World Championships in Anaheim, California. Or at least get as close as possible. Overall, my hopes and aims for this channel is to help me connect with the community, learn more, and document my journey throughout the 2025 season. I'd love to hear about your VGC memories as well. Share your stories in the comments below, whether you've been playing for years beyond me, or just started with Scarlet and Violet. This is where this video ends, but I hope to see you around. I do have some other video ideas upcoming, such as how I got into Top Cut of an EUIC. It was a very stressful and interesting story, so I'll share that. And I have some team building ideas I want to throw by the empty void that is the internet. So yeah, goodbye for now.